Hi there, Virgo. So we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom here. And she she's emotionally mature. And I know it's like, what does that mean? I mean, she has emotional intelligence. She can read the room. She knows, she feels her feelings, but she doesn't allow her feelings to allow her to react when she. So, for example, you get an email from someone and it's accusing you of something, or it's harshly worded, or something like that. And you're like, no, wait a minute. I did do what they're saying. And you want to like forward the email where you did it and make some snarky comment. Like the Queen of Cups knows, okay, I'm going to sit on this. I'll respond tomorrow when I'm calm. Like I'm not going to allow this to, I'm not going to stoop down to that person's level because they triggered me with their inappropriate. And I'm not saying that their email was appropriate in any way, but that isn't going to serve you. So this is underlying the reading. So what does that mean? So it's like taking a pause this month. We do have Mercury in retrograde, right? So taking a pause, not overreacting, um, acknowledging our feelings and sitting with them and examining them and not letting them, not overreacting or reacting. And that's what this Chariot is taking purposeful action, not just saying, oh, I hate this job, so I'm going to take the first job I can get to get out of it. Or I hate this relationship and no one wants to admit this, but I don't want to be alone, so I'm just going to hook up with the next person I meet, instead of waiting and until I really truly find someone that I feel is a good match and that is right for me. That is doing what's convenient and what calms the emotions in the moment, instead of looking at the bigger picture, the broader plan, the long game. So she's planning, she's taking charge, and she's making big plans and moving forward with her future, but it's very carefully thought out. Um, it is not just a reaction. And if something happens and she gets off course, she gets back on course. She recalibrates. She doesn't let it take her off. She doesn't let one thing blow her off her path. So if she's, for example, I want to be a doctor, and she gets one bad grade or struggles in organic chemistry undergrad, she doesn't allow that to just throw away her whole dream. Oh, it's too hard. I can't do it. I'm done. She's like, nope. Okay, well, I got to get a tutor. I'm going to take it over. I've got to do this. I'm going to go to summer school. She figures it out and she goes back on track, and she doesn't get overly emotional and make knee-jerk reactions or big reactions to things, due to the emotions of the moment. Yeah, so getting really practical, like no more daydreaming, no more, oh, I can't figure out what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Those types of things. It's like she's really gone within and figured out is right what is right for her, for, it doesn't have to be a her, obviously. What is right for you? Um, the High Priestess, she, those thoughts and things that kind of come to the surface or in the back of our mind, and then we go, oh, no, no, no. Our ego or negativity goes, oh, no, 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 that won't work because of that. We bring out our list of negativity. We're not good enough. We're not smart enough. We don't have enough money. No one will like it, blah, 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 blah. And it stops us before we even get started. And it's really and this isn't doing the business plan and crunching the numbers and being like, it looks almost impossible for this to be a solvent, successful business. So it's not ignoring facts like that, but it's allowing fear to stop you from doing something, to stop you from living, to stop you from getting in the chariot and making things happen. And the Hermit is really like, what do you want? Often we've gotten off our path of because we're living our life for our parents, for society, for what's socially, what we think we should do instead of what we want to do. Again, this doesn't mean you go become a drug dealer because it's easy money. I'm not, obviously, that's not appropriate. But uh, although you could open a marijuana dispensing in some states now, so I shouldn't even say that legally. But um, it doesn't mean giving up, not persevering if this is what you really want, but it's living authentically and figuring out, what's your guiding light, what's important to you. And so a lot of times it's hard to stay on a path that isn't your it isn't really your passion. So maybe that's why you've been sidetracked and gotten off course, because you were headed towards the wrong thing. So it's very hard to stay motivated, and he's unmotivated, the King of Wands in the reverse, to stay motivated and to complete things if it's not what you really want to do. But the energy here is like, what I care about matters, and what I want to do matters. And I need to stop holding on so tight to things that weren't really something I was really, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to get married. I have to have kids. I have to get that big house. I have to, it's like, okay, it's fine if that's what you want, but is it? And maybe you've been running into obstacles because you're on the wrong path. It isn't truly, and this is what she is like, what is deep inside of you? What do you know? And this lady at my son's school, I think she had been in elementary, I think she had been a teacher, and all of a sudden she's like, I want to teach art. Like, that's where my true passion lies. And she went back to school and she became an art teacher. And let me tell you, she was fantastic. The things Jacob doesn't have, he's not particularly, he couldn't just sit down. He's not artistic by nature. He would come home with the most amazing art project. You could just tell that she was doing what she loved, and it just sort of flowed from her into the kids. It was incredible. So finding that something that you care about, that you're really interested in. And once you do that, things will start to fall in place very, very quickly. Once you start, if you think, boy, it was like pulling teeth to get up and go running every day. I'm motivated to be healthy, but I just and I always felt good after I do it, but all of a sudden you found martial arts, or riding a bike, or dance, or whatever, lifting, tennis, horseback, I don't care what it is, but all of a sudden it's like, and now you can't get out of bed, you can't wait to do it. You spend twice as long doing it because you found what works for you, instead of trying to say, well, running's the best thing, so I should, somehow that's stuck in your mind that running is the best thing. So it's a month, especially, it's the end of the year, right? To rethink, reconsider, Mercury retrograde, why you're doing things. What's the purpose? Is it what you really want to do? And so start making some changes. And maybe you're like, I haven't been working out because I hate running. And so even if you don't know exactly, explore, try new things. You don't have to necessarily know, but don't keep banging your head against the wall with something that deep down inside isn't really what you want. And allow those things to come to the surface, even if they're maybe not, maybe you want to do a YouTube channel, maybe you want to start your own business, or whatever. Whatever comes to mind when you're hearing this is what you should go with. Maybe it's a complete career change. Maybe it's a move. We do have the Six of Swords, like you've been resisting moving, and that's what needs to be overcome. It's like, no, you deserve to have a relationship, a job, where you live, for that to be what you want, to be fulfilling and not just resigned to doing it. So you may literally move. You may literally move somewhere. Or this year, by the end of the year, I'm going to have moved. I think that's a reasonable time frame to find a new job and relocate and all those things. But you have a plan in place. And you have the Chariot, the High Priestess, the Hermit, all on the table, and the World. So, what is it time to wrap up? What part of your life and to move on from this and find something that you're really motivated to do. All right, take care.